So in my talk today, I'm going to discuss the triumphs and challenges I've had to face in high school. These experiences can be rough and make you want to just give up on everything, but you have to keep pushing and get through it. The average person in today's world's brain is wired that when things get tough, they give up or think all negative thoughts. But that's what I'm going to talk about today. You have to find something that keeps you motivated to keep pushing and get through those challenges and obstacles you face, no matter how difficult they may seem to overcome. One thing we fail to realize is the opportunities we have been given, and which most times are once in a lifetime. Therefore, through all adversity, you have to find something or someone to motivate you to move forward, because those chances won't come again. Coming into high school was probably one of the most stressful, nerve-wracking times of my life, and I'm sure it was for a lot of you. It was a time where you really don't know what to expect, and you're introduced to so many new things in a whole new setting that sometimes you're not used to. So it takes some time to adapt to it. And during those times, things can get rough, as they did for me. My freshman year was so stressful. I still remember the first few days being so tough because everything was so new to me. It was all so different and I wasn't used to any of it. It was definitely something that was going to take some time to adjust to. It was rough for so many reasons, like the new environment, where everyone pretty much knew everyone except for me. I really didn't know anyone but Destiny, Gloria, Morgan, Nakia, only because of leadership though. And I wasn't used to this because I was used to knowing everyone. I never had that kind of feeling in my life before. So it was, having it for the first time was kind of upsetting. During this, I had so many thoughts of just going back to my old school where I knew everybody. And it wasn't an issue, but at the same time, I realized that attending the summit was a great honor and would help me in the long run. So I had to get past that and keep moving forward to change that and make things better. So with that, I lost a negative attitude and began changing my whole mindset and started talking to more people, and shortly things progressed. Another thing that was rough in the beginning of my freshman year was the whole change in the people around me and their upbringing and financial situations. It was very discouraging and embarrassing at first for me because I didn't grow up like the average summit student and wasn't presented or given the same opportunities a lot of my summit peers were. It was new to see that so many of my classmates were so much wealthier than I was, and when things were a struggle for me and my family, it was as if they had never gone through anything like it. It was like everybody I knew had a mansion, or their parents were successful, or owned something, or somewhere around those lines. Everything was so discouraging because of our two different lives, which made things more stressful, because I didn't want anyone to look down on me because of my situations. And sometimes it made me want to leave, to save myself the embarrassment. But once again, I really had to think it over and realize things would get better. I can't let myself get down about something like this. It was just an obstacle in the way of my goal of getting a great education. So instead of giving up and running away from those problems, I chose to change my view of things and find ways to get through it, which helped me in the end. Then, my last experience that I will share with you was easily the roughest thing I had to go through during my freshman year. Along with the new environment and changes, I had to deal with my parents' divorce, which was so hard for me because it was a time where I felt alone. Sometimes feelings as if I was the reason that they split ways, and I just felt like no one understood what I was going through. It was a time where I was really down and wanted to fully give up on everything. There were days I didn't want to go to school because I didn't want anyone to see me like that, and many other reasons. This situation weighed me down and hindered my education. It constantly wandered throughout my mind, and I couldn't focus in school because I was too worried about that, and it just made everything harder for me, and I didn't know how to move on or get through it. But it took friends to get me through the same situation. It took friends that have been through the same situations to talk to me and get me through it, which then allowed me to be better and take advantage of my opportunities. Which is why I believe that through hard times, it is very important to find those things or people that motivate you to keep pushing. Because that was definitely what helped me get through all my hard times, which made me a better, stronger person in the end. So in conclusion, even when things get rough and you feel as if you can't get through it, keep pushing, because it will only make you stronger in the end and make you better. And I encourage all of you to find that motivation to get you through those rough times, because once you conquer them, you will be nothing but a better person than you were coming into it. Thank you.